What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Nelson. Welcome to Nelson POV. So happy you're here. We're talking about some craziness that happened yesterday. I went to LA. It's about 6 hours from here, and I got stuck, man. Some hairy situations. In a 2001 Honda CR-V. Let's see what's going on with this thing. $354,000 miles. Woo!
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So, vehicle's on. It sounds really good. I think it sounds good for 300,000 miles. It sounds good. I really like that it has this. This is actually not my vehicle. It's a mechanic's vehicle. So you see he has it probably just for work. Not everything is working on it. Some things are missing here and there, but it definitely gets the job done. I have no idea. I know absolutely nothing about it. So we're gonna go for a POV test drive and find out what's going on with it. Also, man, I swear to you, in a Jeffrey Dahmer situation. I was scared, I was nervous, I was stuck in LA inside a little tiny car. And I just want to disclaim to you guys right here, right now, can't really talk about it too much, okay? What happened yesterday is actually under investigation. All the way down to LA to pick up a car. Actually, I didn't drive. It's crazy. I took the Greyhound, and that's the craziest, most interesting thing about selling cars. Every single day is different. I went on the bus, 8 hours drive over there on the bus with the Greyhound to pick up this vehicle, which I thought was going to be one of the greatest vehicles I've ever bought in my entire life. Really like it, but I'm telling you, I can't talk about it. Can't tell you the specifications because there's kind of a thing going on right now. These are still working, which is really cool. With the auction, I just talked to them and I gave them my 5 cents, my 10 cents. I gave them a whole dollar's worth of complaints, and yeah, they're gonna investigate. They're probably gonna come down here to the dealership to check out this vehicle that left me out in LA. So this is what happened. Went out there confident, thinking I was gonna get there, buy the car. I get to the dealership. On their website, it says all vehicles must be picked up here in this location. I show up to the location, the vehicle's not even there. I'm like, how am I supposed to pick this vehicle up? But I did not get mad. I said, okay, you know, I already spent $50 to get to LA, a whole 8-hour bus ride. I'm not leaving home empty-handed. I say, no problem, man. I get another Uber, because from the train station I got an Uber to the dealer. Now I get another Uber to the auction. They send it to the auction. I'm like, dang, bro, really? You send it to the auction when on your site it tells you to pick it up here? This is exactly where I'm to pick it up. You said you opened at 9 o'clock. I was there at 9 o'clock exactly. Should I go to the auction, pick up the car? Dude, the car is trashed. The bumpers are damaged and the AC doesn't work and the windows don't roll down, dude. I was gonna die in the vehicle, suffocate. And that's not even the worst part. It took me hours to get that vehicle out. Hours complaining and crying and just doing everything that I could to get out of a bad situation that I mean, to a certain point it's my fault, but they also told me that the vehicle was like 100% drivable, and it was not. I don't know whose mistake it was, and I can't speak on it yet, but I will soon. That vehicle almost killed me. I was driving on the freeway with it and it was doing good. It did good for 2 hours. After that, it didn't overheat, nothing like that. Well, it actually did overheat on me on stop and go traffic in LA. Ooh, that stop and go traffic in LA almost killed me. So I think there was some kind of issue with the fans, some kind of issue. Anyway, The car starts overheating, blah, blah, blah. I'm an OG, triple OG. I got a lot of experience in cars. I know what to do in these situations. I get it done. Just like I do in every situation. After that overheating, I'm climbing these hills in LA because there's a lot of hills. And the car just starts shaking on me like crazy. It's like dying. And I'm like, holy crap. It's a 5-lane. The last 2 lanes are for giant trailers, dude. I almost smashed into a trailer because the car would not go. It would not accelerate, you know, but I already know this trailer. I'm switching lanes, got my blinkers on that don't work. The blinkers didn't work on the car. And I knew that, so I had to drive even more careful. And I'm switching lanes over, and dude, this giant semi-trailer starts honking at me because I'm gonna die. You can't brake. These trailers, their brakes are running hot over there in those mountains, man. He cannot brake on time, so I had to swerve back to my own lane. Finally get out of the freeway. I turn the vehicle off, and after that, the vehicle will not turn back on. I get a tow. $300 to tow it 10 minutes. I'm serious, it's insanity. But there's no other choice. I'm in the freeway in a 5-lane traffic. Cars are going really fast. I could get into an accident like that and my life will be over and I will die. He gets me, he tows me somewhere safer, and I get behind a gas station, and this is where the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing starts going on. Because if you guys have seen the show of Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what it's like, okay? He is this crazy person. And actually, I actually thought he was kind of cool in the first 10 minutes of the show, okay? I thought he was a player. I thought he was like, man, because the thing is, okay, if you haven't seen the show, some spoilers, but not really, because this is the first 10 minutes of the show. And I liked him only for the first 10 minutes of the show. First 10 minutes of the show, he shows up, man, to the bar. And he's cool and slick and sly, and he's hitting on, so he's gay. He's hitting on 3 guys at once. And let me just say this, that if you ever saw me at the bar and I was hitting at 3 girls at once, buying them drinks, and they were feeling me, woo, that's never gonna happen, okay? I'm not that sly, I'm not that slick. I'm not a player like that. I know cars, but I'm not that good with women. I'm kind of shy. I get shy really quick. But man, this guy was sly and sleek, and they're just like, you gonna buy us drinks, or you're gonna do something, or you're just gonna buy us drinks? And he's like, no, I'm a man of action. And dude, I was like, holy crap, this guy's a player. But then, you know, after the first 10 minutes, it gets crazy. He's freaking people out, trying to kill them. And that's what was going on with me, man. I was out there in the hills, and in the middle of nowhere, so dark out there, I was in the middle of nowhere all by myself, but there was just so many cars. And if you're in the LA area, you know how much homeless people there is. You know that it can get really scary out there, and that's what was going on. I was freaking out. I was scared. So I was like, holy crap, what am I gonna do? I gotta get out of this situation. But there was just people, and it's the same thing, you know. They're so nice, they're so cool. You think they're slick and cool and they're just playing around, but they could be scoping you out to see what weaknesses you have. They could be like, they want to be your friend, and they're doing things like this. They're just looking at you to see how they can take advantage of you. And that's the situation I was in yesterday. Car was completely broken down. I didn't know no one to see it. My window, what happened is the window did not work, and the AC also did not work, so I was suffocating in the car. So I actually took the door panel off, took the bolts out, lowered my window so I could breathe. Well, now I was in a situation where it was dark. I was all alone, and there's people all around me, surrounding me. A lot of them probably living in their vehicles, right? So I took my stuff out, my door panel and window regulator, basically took it out, and now I had to bolt it all back on and put my window up in the dark. And that's exactly what I did. I knew that I had absolutely no time to waste, and that I had to get that done, or else my life would have been in danger. So that's what I did. Put my window up, closed it up good, and then what happened, they picked me up. So the real tow finally came to pick me up around 11:30, because the guy that towed me down from the mountain, he wanted $2,500 to tow me all the way to Turlock to safety, which would have been worth it. It would have been worth it 100%, but the tow that I got charged me $1,200, and that's still insane. That's a lot of money. It's crazy. So anyway, I had to pay it, get myself back to Turlock. I'm in Turlock, I'm safe now, but it was just crazy. This is what happened. there was a guy in a Honda Pilot, an older one, circling around, probably like a 2000 Honda Pilot with broken tail lights and this and that, and they were just circling around the gas station. I saw them put air in their tires, went into the gas station and bought some stuff, and I'm behind the gas station. What happened is these guys were playing basketball. They just randomly parked right behind me. There's so much parking everywhere, but they parked directly behind me and started playing basketball. And I was like, forget that, man. These guys might just be trying to look into the car to see if there's more people, see if it's just me, I'm all by myself, all by my own. They're maybe trying to see if my car's working, if my windows are down. They're just getting closer and closer. They started playing basketball way over there, and out of nowhere they show up, play basketball right here in front of me, where there's no basketball court, there's no nothing. You know what they're doing? They're just throwing the ball back and forth, like as high as they can, as far as they can, and they're getting closer and closer to my car. I was freaking out. Not just that, so then after that they're like, let's get out of here, bro, let's get out of here. They were teenagers, possibly, at least that's what they looked like, but I couldn't really see in the dark. After that, they got in their car, turned it on, and boom, left right away. And then they came back, circled around a couple times, and then parked way out there in the corner. Went back to the gas station, just running around everywhere. It's so dark over there, you can't see a thing, so you really don't know how much people are actually out there. It was a 24-hour haul. I was scared, I was nervous, I was like, I shouldn't have watched so much Jeffrey Dahmer. And I haven't watched that much. I'm on season or episode 3, and man, that Jeffrey Dahmer, man, it ain't scary till it actually happens. And that's, I felt it, and I was just freaking out. And that's the thing about the show, is if you're just watching and you're like, oh, it's just a regular movie, then yeah, it's just a regular movie. But if you're watching it and you're putting yourself in the situation, you're just like, oh my God, you know, this is some really freaky scary stuff. And then what happened is I watched it, and then the next day I was in that situation where I was like, Jesus, man, I feel like if these people like get to know me, because they saw me at the gas station, they saw me that I wasn't turning my car on, they saw that maybe I got dropped off by the tow truck, so they know I'm in a little bit of trouble. They're getting closer and closer to my car. You know, these are things, I'm in danger, and I have to know that I'm in danger, and I have to keep to myself at that point. So guys, that's the video. That's what happened to me yesterday. Like I said, there's a bunch of stuff going on. It's Tuesday today. You'll probably be seeing this video on Wednesday. This Honda drives pretty good. I mean, for 300,000 miles, it drives. So that's what matters. It's not overheating. It's a little noisy, a little loud, but it's an old Honda, and I bet you it's really good on gas. That's the video, guys. I want you to like, comment, and I want you guys to stay safe. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.